Step 1. Control your desire before it controls you. Scene, 11:46 p.m. His apartment. Her text comes in. You up? 3 words. That's all it took. She was the kind of woman that made other women look twice. Red lipstick, sharp laugh, the kind of body that made his willpower feel small. They had hooked up once, weeks ago. It was fast, wild, addictive. He told himself he wouldn't see her again, that it was a one-time thing. But now, he was staring at her name like it was a loaded gun. The craving hit hard. The conflict begins. His hands itched to reply. His mind raced. What's the harm? Just one more night. You've been focused. You've earned this. She wants you. That's rare. But another voice, quieter, deeper, pushed back. Not the voice of shame, the voice of clarity. You are not hungry. You are empty. Flashback, the last time they slept together. He remembered her fingers pulling him in, her voice in his ear, low, commanding, addicting. He remembered the high. But what he remembered even more was how he felt when it ended. Lying next to her, she turned over. No cuddle, no talk, no warmth, just silence, cold and transactional. He left feeling powerful for 5 minutes and weak for days because he had given her his body, hoping she'd validate his soul. The realization, it's not lust, it's escape. The desire wasn't for her, it was for relief, from boredom, from loneliness, from the weight of his own thoughts. That's when the truth hit him like a punch. Lust is rarely about sex. It's about distraction. Stoic contrast. Epictetus echoes in the dark. He opened the drawer, pulled out a folded page from the Discourses, a quote he copied months ago. No man is free who is not master of himself. He whispered it aloud, once, then again. His phone buzzed. Another message. You want this or not? I'm 10 minutes away. The test, and his choice. He stared at the screen. His body screamed, say yes. But his mind, newly disciplined, freshly sharpened, paused. He pictured her in his bed, her skin, her mouth, the heat of it all. And then he pictured the feeling after, that hollow post-climax fog, the guilt, the self-betrayal. He put the phone down, no response, turned off the light, laid back in bed, eyes open, fully awake, fully in control. Closing narration, the fire that doesn't burn you. You don't kill desire, you master it, you feel it, hold it, and refuse to let it own you. And in that moment, the night he said no to the thing he wanted most, he became dangerous, because he proved he could burn without being consumed. Step 2, sex is not love, know the difference. Scene Saturday night, candlelight, music, skin against skin. The music was low, her hair smelled like smoke and vanilla. They lay tangled together in his sheets, sweat cooling on bare skin. He kissed her collarbone. She smiled, sleepy, perfect. That was, she whispered. Yeah, he said, breathless. Yeah, it was. He reached for her hand, held it tighter than he needed to. Something about the silence felt heavy, but he didn't notice it yet. Narration, the high of connection. Sex can feel like love when you're tired, lonely, or hungry for validation. It fills the cracks. For a moment, it feels like you're not alone, like you're seen, chosen, important. But that illusion is fragile, and when it breaks hard. Flash forward 3 days later, she's distant. He texted her twice, no reply. She liked a few photos on Instagram, posted a story with friends, smiling, laughing, living, without him. His chest got tight. Was it just physical? She said she felt safe with me. Was that a lie? He played the night over in his head, the way she curled into him, the softness in her voice, the way she kissed his jaw in the dark. It felt like love, but it wasn't. Stoic truth, you can't confuse touch with truth. Sex can be sacred. Sex can be intimate. But without shared values, commitment, and direction. It's just connection without foundation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Most of what we say and do is not essential. If you can eliminate it, you'll have more time and more tranquility." Apply that to your love life. If she disappears when you stop touching her, it was never love. It was performance. Back to the story, he runs into her on campus. She was walking with another guy. Their hands brushed. She laughed, the same way she had with him. He looked at her. She didn't look back. No explanation, no drama, just distance. He felt sick, but underneath the pain, there was something deeper, a question he'd never asked before. Did I actually love her, or did I just love how she made me feel? Narration. Weak men fall in love with the mirror. Most men don't fall in love with women. They fall in love with the version of themselves they see reflected back. When she smiles, when she moans, when she says, "You're different," and when she leaves, they feel worthless. Not because of her, but because their identity was never real to begin with. Stoic discipline. Learn to separate intimacy from identity. The Stoic man doesn't confuse emotional highs for emotional depth. He asks, what does she value? What do I lead her into? Is there clarity beyond the chemistry? He enjoys the fire, but never lets it blind him. Final reflection, sex can be beautiful, but it's not proof of love. Sex is not loyalty. Sex is not a promise. Sex is not the answer to your loneliness. It's a spark. What you build after it, that's what matters. Closing narration. Choose real or walk away. Don't mistake physical surrender for emotional commitment. Don't pour your heart into a night that ends with a locked phone and no reply. A Stoic doesn't run from connection, but he doesn't confuse intensity with intention either. Know the difference, or you'll suffer for illusions you created yourself. Step 3. Never use sex to escape yourself. Scene 2:03 a.m., a stripped apartment after another hookup. She was asleep, one leg over the sheets, breathing shallow. He sat on the edge of the bed, shirtless, sweating, silent. The window was cracked open, cold air on his back, and still, he felt nothing. No pride, no clarity, just static in his chest. He thought this would fix it. The noise in his head, the ache he couldn't name, the hollow space that followed him everywhere. But it didn't fix anything. It never did. Flashback, the buildup before she came over. He had been alone that night, didn't want to journal, didn't want to train, didn't want to feel. So he opened his phone, scrolled Instagram, saw a story, replied, "You up?" 10 minutes later, they were trading dirty texts. 30 minutes after that, she was at the door, smiling, perfume strong, skirt shorter than last time. And he thought, this will make me feel alive. Narration, lust is the easiest drug. You don't need a dealer. You don't need a bottle. You just need a moment of weakness, a woman who's bored, and a phone. Sex becomes a syringe, not of pleasure, but numbness. You think you're conquering, but you're avoiding. Stoic contrast, silence as a weapon. Epictetus taught, freedom is the power to control your own life, and slavery is the surrender to impulse. When you reach out for sex because you're sad, you've already lost. Because no matter how soft her skin, how loud her moans, how tight the sheets wrap around your body, when she leaves, you're still stuck with the one person you were trying to escape the whole time, yourself. Scene, after she leaves, dawn light on the floor. She slipped out at 6:12 a.m. No kiss, no talk soon, just mascara on the pillow and the door clicking shut. He stared at the ceiling, felt the ache again. Why do I keep doing this? Why do I feel more alone now than I did before she came? And then, stillness. Not peace, but clarity. The Stoic realization hits. He wasn't addicted to sex. He was addicted to avoiding himself. Every time he felt lost, unfocused, small, he chased friction, not meaning, and it was killing him slowly. Final narration, be alone, face the fire. You want to be powerful? Learn to sit in a room alone. No music, no phone, No girl, no stimulation, just you, your breath, and your broken thoughts. Face them. Because if you don't, you'll keep inviting people into your bed just to silence the war you refuse to fight inside your own head.